Hall, I'm Todd Grisham. Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Off the charts. Hold that thought! Oh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes up to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? Fighting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent all laid out there.
Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That jab misses. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
You want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that jab. Nice counter. And that throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That right hook catching air. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be...
The bell rings and we start the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your break.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Holmes in that last. Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. He blocks that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Never saw that power punch coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Holding nothing back here in the round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this...
Back into the fray here in round 5. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. corner shot lands. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. How did they survive that?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of defense here at all. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we continue.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round. Great round.
Here we go. It's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The straight right just misses. Hook misses. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. That was the moment.
What we
Oh my God, Johnny. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel.